San Jose. Luchi Gonzalez taking over in his first year after the team finished 14th in the West on 35 points. I've got them in a 4-2-3-1, shocker. With Daniel in goal, Tommy Thompson at right back, Mensa and Rodriguez in the middle because Nathan is injured. With Miguel Trauco on the left. I've got Gruezo and Ewell making a midfield two, and in front of them, Espinoza, Jamiro Montero, and Cade Cowell with Jabo in front of them.
That is incredible. We have the exact same team. The only difference is I kind of tweaked the formation a little bit. I just had the midfield sitting a little deeper. So I had like Montero in like an 8-10 role and then Grazo and Jackson Ewell in like a 6-8 role.
Way, look at us. I want to know then what you think is their best edition of the window then.
Daniel. For me, I'll say it's kind of an easy one, even though I think they made a couple of other good moves as well. But I mean, this guy was getting 10 clean sheets a season for one of the best teams in Brazil. I mean, come on, that's a phenomenal get at a position where they needed to upgrade. So for me, he was easily their best addition.
Yeah, I had a split between him. I thought, I mean, well, we ran the numbers. Marcinkowski, statistically the worst goalkeeper in the league last year. Again, what did it have to do with him and what did it have to do with his back line? Here or there. Um, but I would say that there's also an argument to be made for Jonathan Mensah. I know that Nathan was going to be very good and he's injured, but I mean, that is one heck of a placement. Um, the amount of MLS experience, international experience, leadership, ability, the whole combination, I think he'll be a very, very good piece for them. Um, how good of a piece is still yet to be seen, but we'll talk about that later. Um, in terms of their biggest loss, again, for a team that finished dead last in the league or in the conference, is a loss really a loss? I picked Jan Grey Goose. I think there was potential there that he could have been a very, very good central midfielder for this crew, but it just didn't work out. 1,700 minutes last year at center mid, but again, I think they replaced him fine with Gruezo.
Yep, I also went with Jan Grigors. Um, kind of, I'm missing the old Minnesota days from him when he was like, he was up there for one of the better 6-8s in the league when he was with Minnesota.
Yeah, and now Minnesota's not good, and we love it.
Oh, spoilers again. Can you slow down? Like one team at a
I know
time. Come on.
we're not up there. We're not. I know. I know. I know. Talk to me about who you think is going to be a player to watch this year out of this entire group. Who do you think is the one you got to keep an eye on?
So I went with Nico Sarkiri. I don't know. Apologies
Okay,
if I butchered that, but I think
nice.
he's like a 17-year-old. I've got him in my depth chart right behind Jamiro Montero, whether he plays at that 8-10 or if he just plays as a straight up 10. I think he's got a shot for minutes this season. I think he can be the guy to rotate in with Jamiro Montero. And I mean, that's certainly not a bad guy to learn under as well.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. Um, Mine was Oscar Asgren, the center back that was drafted last year. He only got about 3 games last year, but um, with the injuries that they've had and just the depth chart in general, I think you see him as center back 3 on the depth chart right now, over Tanner Beeson. Tanner Beeson might flex out wide, but I think um, you're going to see some good minutes from him, and I think I want to say he was a GA guy in 2022. Um, so I'm hoping that he can translate that to important minutes for this team because they desperately need somebody to step up.
Yeah, good shout.
My one question was Jabo's year last year a flash in the pan, or can he repeat his career year? Is this him breaking out again, or is this he had one really good year with 9 penalties and made and that's just a thing. I have no idea how many penalties he scored. Um, but was it one of those like, oh, the numbers just look better and he wasn't, you know, where he was at?
Fair. My question is this team ready to make the playoffs?
No,
Granted, if they change the playoff format, then I mean that's not exactly a very hard feat, but
I know. Um, yeah, that is next episode. We will be doing our standings predictions and our bold predictions. So, um, make sure you follow along for those because those will come out too. Um, sorry, I'm just looking up the Jeremy Abobasi penalty number just to be sure. Last year, 15 goals, only two of them penalties. So um, definitely, definitely going to be tougher to
Oh,
repeat that than if they were like nine penalties, right?
no Parami Popovasi over here.
No, not yet, not yet.